Lagos was bustling, chaotic, and cruel, like a beast that swallowed both the innocent and the guilty without discrimination. In the sweltering heat of a Wednesday afternoon, the kind-hearted and naive 22-year-old Michael Odegu stood at the Oberland bus stop, holding onto his small brown leather wallet with the same care one would give a newborn child. He had just received his first salary after struggling through 3 months of unpaid internship. With his mother sick in the village and his younger siblings depending on him, every naira mattered. And then he saw her. An old woman, barefoot and hunched like the weight of the entire world sat on her back, dragged herself across the concrete, hands trembling, bowl extended. Her voice, dry and cracked, called out to no one in particular, "Abeg, help me. I never chopped since yesterday." Her rags barely covered her bony frame, and the flies circling her open sores made the air feel even heavier. Michael hesitated. He had always been taught to help the poor, to be his brother's keeper. His late father, a humble teacher, often said, "God visits you in rags to test your heart." So Michael gave. He dropped a crisp 500 Nigerian nairas note into the woman's bowl, almost a quarter of his food money for the week. The eyes met for just a second. But in that second, something in her pupils chilled him. It wasn't gratitude. It was amusement. That moment changed Michael's life forever. Because by that evening, Michael's world began to unravel in ways no one could have predicted, and it all started with that single act of kindness to a beggar who was far from what she seemed. The downfall bus was late. Michael kept glancing at his wristwatch, tapping his foot impatiently as the Lagos sun boiled overhead. The scent of sweat, petrol, and roasted groundnuts filled the air. Beside him, a hawker shouted, "Pure water, 2 for 100, while another woman balanced a tray of boiled eggs on her head like a crown of burden. He had just stepped out of the ministry building after his first official paycheck. It wasn't much, 65,000 Nigerian nairas, but for Michael, it felt like $1 million. For months, he had walked from Ojulegba to Victoria Island just to save money. He had endured hunger, sleepless nights, and even cleaned the office toilet once when the cleaner didn't show up. Now, his brown envelope sat securely in his laptop bag,